The Racing Fan is on.
Really excited to make it into the chase.
Going into turn 3, it's 2-car length separation.
1320 K-Fan, the sports leader.
All right, welcome back, 1320 K-Fan, the sports leader. Live from Las Vegas, NHRA drag racing. And, Steve, we're going to go out to one of the toughest motorcycle, pro stock motorcycle racers that I know, Eddie Krawiec. Let's go ahead and bring Eddie on now. Eddie, good morning. How are you this morning?
Oh, wonderful. Not too bad. You know, just getting ready for a good day of racing here in Vegas.
Fantastic. How did it go last night? Did you stay away from the craps table and or did you drop some bucks there in Vegas?
No, I'm down a couple hundred, like 500 right now. But you know, it'll all come back eventually. I have good luck on my side, I hope.
You know, that's what's one thing about coming down here. We've got to do our part to keep the lights on.
Yeah. Well, it's all in good fun. You know, we come out here, try to enjoy ourselves. You know, we only come to Vegas once a year, so might as well come here and have a little fun while you're here.
I got to tell you, this season has been fun to watch.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Jason just walked in here, full dress with the mask and everything. I'm a little nervous.
Uh-oh. Little trick-and-treating going on down there.
Oh, he brought me a trick-or-treat. Thank you.
This season has been fun to watch between you and L.E. Tunglet, Andrew Hines, Matt Smith. I mean, as every season, really. Boy, you guys sure put on a show. You know that?
Well, we appreciate that. I mean, we try to do the best that we can in racing and come out there and put on, obviously, a good show for all the fans. That's what it's about, and making sure everybody walks away happy. The Pro Stock Motorcycle guys and gals this year, you know, we all got together. We did form a website, PSM Racer, and it's a joint effort amongst the whole entire class. And we are the biggest enemies when we stage against each other, but in the pits we try to be friends and try to be known as the friendly group and welcome all the fans over to us.
You know, you can really see how that PSM is the Pro Stock Motorcycle Group is come together. You know, it's always been a question, where are you guys pitted, where are you parked? And I'll tell you, all you have to do is look out there now, and the flags above the trailer that tell everybody who's the racer here, and it's pretty cool, and it's really good to see you guys all coming together and trying to promote your part of NHRA drag racing.
Yeah, that is one thing that we do pride ourselves in, and we are that oddball class out there. You know, we're the only class with two wheels, so it makes us unique to the whole entire NHRA venues and events that we race at, because it's a unique thing. So it's really good to be part of it. You know, we have a good group of people, a lot of fast guys, and there's always great racing. You know, I look at that ladder, and I don't ever say that there's a give me first round, because I've gotten my butt whipped first round a lot of times this year. And, you know, that's racing, and that's what you got to chalk it up to. I think there's nothing better than having a very tight field and making the racing very tough. It's just good for the fans, and it's good for us.
You know, currently, as of yesterday afternoon, qualified number 2 at a 696, although you've got the top speed at 194. And it looks like the V-Rods, it looks like the V-Twins are running pretty hard here in Vegas. Do you expect any changes in that today?
Yeah, you know, our Screaming Eagle Vance and Hines V-Rods, you know, they're making good power. We're just struggling to get them off the starting line. You know, Hector went out there. He went to the number 1 spot. He had a really good 60-foot and made a good lap down the track. We were about 300ths off from him in 60-foot, so equate that down to the track, you know, down the track, and that works out to being roughly about 500. So, you know, we could have gone 91, 92 yesterday, you know, but it's what happens. It's not always racing just the clock. You know, you're racing everything, track conditions, total atmosphere conditions, everything. So a lot of things going on. And, you know, hopefully this morning track should come around, be really good today, just because of the fact of you're getting an earlier hit on the track, and the track tends to be a little tighter, so the sun doesn't beat down on it as much. But they've been doing an excellent job with track prep and giving us the best that they can so we can go out there and perform well.
Came into the countdown in the 6th position, moved your way up to 3rd, 215 points out. Really don't have a shot unless your teammate falls off the planet at winning the championship. And even then, you'd have to qualify number 1 and win everything, which could happen. But
I'll tell you
what's going on with the V Twins this year?
What was that? I didn't hear the last part.
I say, what has happened with the V Twins this year? It seems as though everybody has struggled somewhat with the V Twins this year.
Well, I mean, just to touch base on having a hopes at the championship, I offered Andrew and Ellie a round-trip ticket to Hawaii. They could go there for a week, all expenses paid, but nobody wants to take it before this race or Pomona. But, no, this year I struggled personally as a rider a little bit. I had a hard time hitting the Christmas tree. We had changed a bunch of things in our motorcycles to try and make them react and work better, and I struggled a little bit. I changed some riding. I started coming into it towards the countdown time, which is the time to start doing it, and it's obviously showed. So having the performance there, having everything there, it's about everything all gelling and coming into one. My teammate Andrew has had a phenomenal season, going to 7 or 8 finals. Last year I did it. I went to 9 finals in a row and 11 total, and he's having that season. Last year I lost the championship by 2 points, and it looks like he's got a good possibility of getting it. But LE coming out here and in his rookie season, by no means is he a rookie. He's been racing for many years, but it's just great to see new blood in the class come and start challenging all of the people that are considered the front-running bikes.
You're one of 2 guys that has ever won the championship without winning a race. How exciting was it for you? I mean, we're going back a year, but how exciting was it for you to finally pick up that first win?
Oh, man, it was. I couldn't even tell you. It was Atlanta last year, and everybody told me once you get that first win, they'll come easy. And I go to the next race, I get the win, and I'm in St. Louis with the win, and now that's 2 races back to back. And I was like, man, I can't believe. I said, I never believed it would be that easy. Once you get your first win, that it's easier to get your wins from there on. But a lot of it has to do with your mental state and how you prepare yourself when you go out there. It's a confidence booster. Last year, I felt nobody could beat me. Nobody had a shot in the world, and it showed because going to 11 finals all year long, that's pretty impressive when there's only 16, 17 races. That you're batting a 75% deal, and it just like any baseball player or football players, if they can have a 750 as a batting average, that guy every time he comes to that plate, you're in trouble.
Very true. Tell us a little bit about where you guys go from here. When I say you guys, I'm talking about the V-Rods versus, the Suzukis have been a little bit more competitive. Not that they haven't been competitive, but they've been a lot more competitive this year with the 6 cubic inch edition. Where do you guys go from here?
I think the class is, in a whole, it's looking really well. As you stated, the Suzukis really have a good package. Those guys can come out here now and compete without a problem. I do believe in years past they have struggled. They didn't have the correct amount of power, I guess, for what the V-Twins were capable of. It shows you, the Buells have been number 1 qualifiers, I think 7 times this year. Suzuki's been 6 times, and we've been the other 3 times, I believe. So it shows you all 3 combinations are capable. By no means is there a lopsided, let's just say, package. And I think it just makes for great racing. And, I really hope NHRA just leaves the class as it is. As a whole, I think it's a great show. And all in all, that's what it's about. It's about putting motorcycles down the track side by side. But NHRA has a tough balancing act to keep 3 different brand motorcycles, all on a good parity level.
With the V-Rod, you guys really, Vance and Hines really did the R&D that brought these V-twins to where they're at. And yet at the same time, they've done the R&D that's made the Suzukis as competitive as they are.
Yeah.
Your engine shop must be pretty stinking busy.
Yeah, our engine shop, not a lot of people really look at it that way, but our engine shop, we don't just build V-Rod motors, we build Suzuki motors. And the Suzuki engine package right now from our shop is the dominant one. I don't think if there's 20 Suzukis out there, there's 18 of them running our engine package. It's a very good, let's just say, overall package. It works, it runs well, and for us, we're not about making ourselves go fast. We like to make the class in a whole go fast, because the end result is, when you see that, what ends up happening is now it shows that parity. It shows everything. It shows you can be competitive on either of your choice, a V-twin or an inline four.
Next year, what are you seeing in the class?
I really think you're going to see some tougher racing. A lot more customers are starting to come around with the Suzuki programs and move to the bigger cranks and really put forth the effort. The Suzuki motorcycle is a relatively inexpensive way to get into it. You can purchase a pro stock motorcycle and be out here for roughly $75,000 to build one and come out and play. It's about half the price of what it costs to even think about a V-twin. So the Suzuki package has been a very successful deal, and hopefully we will see more people come into the class and the class start to grow and just start doing really well. I think it has a bright future, and hopefully that reflects in bike counts.
Well, Eddie, we appreciate...
And as far as excuse me.
Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, you may want to sweeten that trip to Hawaii package with a little something else, and you need to do it. You need to make that happen today. I'm just telling you. And what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you guys get done in Hawaii, have you ever been to Bermuda?
Yeah, there's a boat that drives out to this little triangle. They should just try seeing how it is.
There you go.
Hey, it's Halloween weekend. What are you dressing up as this weekend?
A motorcycle racer. No. No, we actually all the pro stock motorcycle guys and girls got together, and what we're doing this year, so anybody that's listening and coming out to the track, what we're doing this year is a whole trick or treat thing. So if you're in the area, come on by and make sure you visit all of our pits, because we're all going to have candy out, and definitely try and treat the fans a little bit. And we sit down at the end of each session on Saturdays and make sure that all the motorcycle guys put their bikes out on display and sign autographs. So for today, later today, if you're here at the track, just come by and meet us, shake some hands, and say hello.
Very cool deal, Eddie. We appreciate you coming on the show with us. Always have an open invitation here, and good luck to you here at Las Vegas and Pomona next weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, there he is, Eddie Krawiec, one of the top riders in pro stock motorcycle.